This video is going through the AS exam paper 1, section A, looking at anthology comparison for English language literature at A-level. So the entire paper is worth 50 marks, 50% of your overall grade. In this video, we're looking at the non-fiction comparison section, which is worth 30 marks out of 50. Of the 1 hour and 30 minutes that you are supposed to spend on the paper, it's expected that you'll spend about 50 minutes on this section. It assesses all 4 of the analysis assessment objectives, so analysis, vocabulary, context, and comparison. So important things you need to know about this exam. You've got about 50 minutes. You should put aside about 50 minutes to deal with this section. You're given 2 known texts in the anthology, including full copies of both texts. So that means you can annotate the text as you would. You get a useful rubric with contextual information. So if you've forgotten what year Swift's satirical essay and multiple proposals published, it will be there in the rubric for you. The question will ask you to compare the texts. You'll get a clear topic for the question. This one is present their views and provoke a reaction from the reader. And as always, you need to make sure that your answer has clear links to PacMag, so purpose, audience, context, mode, or genre. So best thing to do, as always, is spend a good amount of time planning. The more time you spend planning, the better your answer will be, the more detailed your analysis will end up being. So first thing you need to do is highlight the topic in the question so you know what you're looking for in both texts. Read the rubric, remind yourself about the context. And that should allow you to write up the PacMag outline for both texts so that you've got something to link your broader analysis to. And then finally, read and annotate for quotes that link to the question. So an example of this for these 2 texts. Just in the first part there's some hyperbole in both texts. There's listing in both texts. One text uses rhetorical questions and illustrations to help deliver a slightly more visual message. So those are some really straightforward comparisons that have come straight up from just having a very quick look at the first paragraph of text A and the first page of text B. And then once you've got a range of things that, now these are highlighted specifically to look at things that provoke a reaction from the audience, from the reader. So I've picked things that will deliberately do that. In terms of pathos, that means they're going to be usually have an emotive effect on the reader. Right, so once you've got a range of things that answer the question, you then want to use your comparative planning sheet. You want to try and get through at least, if you can, in your 40 minutes you've got left to write your essay, try and get 3 good comparisons down. So 3 comparisons that show how the writers present their views and provoke a reaction from the reader. And as always, you can always pause the video here and have a practice with this one. This is from the 2018 exam. This is comparing Pepys and Captain Scott's diaries. And it's asking you to look at the way the writers use language to present and respond to their experiences. So there's layers there. So again, highlight the topic in the question, read the rubric, make sure your dates are, you know your dates, write up your PacMag, and then read both texts and analyze for any quotes that link to the question. So any quotes that show how they present or respond to the experience they're in. So obviously with the Great Fire of London and Scott's exploration of the Arctic. Right, have a go at that one, have a go at the other one, and as always, good luck.